Hello guys, it is me, Darth Hunter here. Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new GTA 5 online video. Today we're going to be doing some stunt races in some supercars, it seems like. Um, yes, I did promise a while ago that I was going to do races, and I'm finally holding up to that promise. I know I have not uploaded in quite a few days, and I'm very sorry about that. I had a company over, and I had a 4th of July party, so it kind of held back on me uploading a bit, but we are now back and ready to go to do more back to our regular uploading schedule for the time being. And I do believe that it will be like that for at least a couple weeks. I am traveling here shortly, but I think that'll be fine. Or I think that we'll still be ready to go to make videos during then. So, alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and hop into this race, and boom. Hopefully we can pull out a W here. I think we're only racing against like 3 other people, so it lowers the odds of the amount of people, or the amount, it increases the odds of us winning, rather. I'm sorry. I did not use the right words. Oh, it looks like we're racing against a couple other people. That's good. Hit the initial boost. Awesome. We have the fully upgraded X80 Proto, which I have heard is the best supercar in the game, and the fastest car in the game, or the best racing car in the game. I've heard that there are other cars that have faster accelerations or whatever, but I've heard that this is the best all-around racing car that you could use in this game, so we're gonna go ahead and use it, I guess. Get the head, hit the loop, and it is fitting because this car did come out during this update. So this guy in the T20 is giving a run for my money, though. It is non-contact, so we cannot run into each other, which is nice because sometimes people are just idiots and run into you for no reason. You go for the backflip. He's going to opt to go for more air, which I don't really agree with because you travel faster on land in these cars than you do in the air. But other people have their own opinions and reasons why they do stuff, so we're going to let him go with it. Go ahead and have to turn off the gas, or take our foot off the gas a little bit here. I love these races. He went off the edge. That is a major mistake made by the man in first. Yeah, as I was saying before, the guy rudely interrupted me by running off the cliff. I do love these races because they're so exciting and cool. It's basically just like a Hot Wheels track in the middle of the city of Los Santos, which is kind of really cool. I mean, one of the cooler DLCs in the game. I think I might have screwed myself up here. Yes, I did. But that guy, oh, he did go off the edge. That is really lucky. I always screw up those like wall ride parts of these races, and I'm really glad that he also did too. So we can act like that never happened because we were still in first place. But yes, I cannot stress how much I like these races, but they are kind of stressful sometimes when you have a lot more people in them, and also a bit more of competition. But there is 2 laps, so there is another chance for us to screw up. That guy is AFK. This is a really interesting game mode to go AFK in for money. Whatever, I'm not going to judge. But we do, like I said, have to hit that again, so if we do screw up on it the second time, it could be bad news bears. I'm glad that we rather screwed up on that part because I almost hit the little lip of the wall, climbing the wall, and that would have screwed us over more than what we did, so go ahead and make our way up the wall, or up the building, because that's what you're supposed to do when racing, right? Imagine if this is in real life. Like, would anybody actually do this, or would people just be too scared? I feel like there would be people that do this in real life. Imagine if you just, like, went to a major city like New York and saw this happening. That'd be pretty funny. I guess it'd be more accurate if it's in LA, because that's where this game is taking place, but whatever. Oh, we almost went off the ramp there. That would have been unfortunate. I always forget to brake on corners. One of the best things that can help you while racing is the brake, and not a lot of people realize that, so well, that's kind of cool. We got to see a guy flying over. That would have almost been bad. Flying over the wall, or the ramp. Go ahead and make our way through the fireworks and around the loop. This race is actually really cool. I'm surprised I've never played this before. Alright, let's not screw it up this time. I'm actually going to take it somewhat slow. Oh yeah, that definitely helped a lot more. The last time what happened is my car went off the wall. Like, it started floating. And that didn't help. So I feel like taking it slower there actually helped us a lot. go ahead and drift, not drift, but make our way around this corner. And I think the finish line will be showing up here somewhat shortly. And as long as you don't make any major mistakes, we should be taking home the W, which will be nice. And here we go. I got a nice, easy dub. I'm probably going to use a different car because that for our money, but oh wow, we get to watch this guy play an amazing AFK match. But as I was saying, it's kind of an unfair car if other people don't have cars up to par with yours. So I'm going to use something a little bit less of fastness in our next race. I'm thinking about using the T20 or possibly even... This guy's using the Turismo. I don't know if that's all he could afford. Turismo is probably one of the worst supercars you could pick at this point in the game. I'm not quite sure what that guy was doing, but okay. I'm not really sure why people go AFK in races. I know like a lot of people go AFK in this game for money and stuff, but a race gives you like the least amount of money as possible. Like for losing a race or not even finishing it, you get like less than $1,000. I mean, we won and only got 8,000. So yeah. Let's go ahead and hop into our next race. I don't think we're going to be taking home any bet winnings. I don't think anybody else bet at all. Oh, wow, actually people did. That's kind of cool. We got $780 from betting. I do bet. I usually always put like a couple $100 down on betting. Because usually most of the time I actually have a couple $100. And it's kind of a more fun way to add to the game. A lot of people don't. You bet, and I think it's kind of boring when people don't. Alright, so we have a couple of options here. We can do a stunt race, which it looks like everybody's going to vote for, or we can do a regular old race, which I actually do prefer some of the regular old races every once in a while. You know, it's kind of fun to go back to what this game is originally based off of. I haven't played a whole lot of races. I don't play a lot of races in general just because I'm usually trying to get money, and races, like I said, generally don't tend to give you a lot of money. But, I will occasionally race for my fellow YouTube subscribers, and also I do a lot of, I said do, haha, everybody laugh, yeah, but I do a lot of racing with my friends, and usually we do like some 1v1s and a couple other stuff, make it fun every once in a while. Looks like this guy's going to pretty much keep it the same. I don't think he had slipstreaming on, or drafting, or whatever you want to call it. But if this guy keeps it the same, I guess it will. Nope. He's just going to go ahead and start it? I don't know. Yep, he started it. We're going to have one levels are off, custom vehicles are on. I did not say that slipstreaming is on or off, so. And it is non-contact, so it's pretty much just going to be the same exact race we did, just a different atmosphere. Let's go ahead and switch up our car here. T20, the Wagoner, or the Turismo. We can use the Wagoner, Oh, shoot, I need to get a car. Yes, let's do the Wagoner. Well, that was, put a couple $100 down, and we're good. Getting some text messages from people. Alright, we're going to be using the Wagoner. This guy is using the X80 Proto. That could be scary. I don't know if it's upgraded or not. Some other guy is using the Wagoner. But hopefully we can get the dub again. Who won now? Always got to hit the boost. The boost is key. If you don't hit the boost... Might as well just call it a loss at that point. Might as well just take that L. This is a pretty cool race. I have never played this one, I don't think, before. There's a heck of a lot going on. Like, I just looked up over in the distance, and I just saw, like, a lot of loops and tunnels and stuff that we get to race through. I don't know where we're racing. Okay, I was kind of scared it's going to hit something right there. Is the Wagoner actually faster than the Proto, or is my car upgraded more? I don't know, I mean, just from racing, like, I mean, I just raced in my Proto. It does not feel as if the Wagoner is faster. But maybe it is. I mean, that would be pretty insane. You get the car with the same exact top quality for over $1 million cheaper, which is kind of insane. Alright, that's an L. I'm going to take the L. I knew I was going to screw that up as soon as I saw it. It looks like that dude did it too. Now... says I'm in second even though I'm in first, which is always fun. I think we're doing 2 races, and I'm going to do my exact same strategy I did last time. Last time where we screwed up, I said I'm going to take it slow, so I think taking it slow would help. Oh my gosh, we are doing barrel rolls. That was really unexpected. I thought I was going to go right off the edge right there. That would have sucked. But we are back on course. This is actually a really frightening race. My adrenaline is pumping way more than it was the first race. It's just because this is a more intense race. There's a lot more going on than the last race. I feel like there's a lot more chances to screw up here, for sure. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and whip around this corner right here. This is just kind of crazy, though. I do like, in these tunnels, when they're super high up, I love seeing the city in the background. That almost was really bad for us, too. I love seeing like the city and stuff in the background though, which is kind of cool because you usually never get to see the actual map from this. Whoa! From this point of view. Oh, okay. I thought we had to make it all the way over there. I'm like, there's no way we're making it all the way over there. Yeah, not even close. 5 overtakes. Cool. This is actually a pretty entertaining race. Are we above where we started? Like, are we? Because we started on those like underneath the big pillars. I wonder if we're above where we started in that first little starting section. This guy did end up catching up to us. Oh, that kind of scared me. And now we just slowly fall. I'm gonna try and hit the ground before he does to help us catch up to him a little bit faster. Whoa! That could have been bad. So yeah, it looks like the Proto may be a bit faster than the Wagner, but it's still really good. I mean, for any of the other cars that compare to the Wagner is at least a good couple $100,000 more for the car of somewhat similar specifications. So I believe this is on 2 laps. Yes, it is. So there's a chance for us to catch up. I mean, we're still right on his tail, so it's not like we're out of this yet. Although it does, like I said, seem to be that his car is faster. But if we can hit the ground before he does on some of these jumps, then that would actually help us out a lot. And we just did, so that's awesome. This guy is not too terribly faster than we are. We're gaining some ground on him. He is taking really wide turns. We have a chance to catch up into him here. Come on! If only there were NOS in this game. We're going to take the inside on the corner. Made our way back into first. Whoa. This is really cool. My audio keeps cutting out around that corner for some reason. It happened in the first lap. Alright, here's where we screwed up. I want to go slow, but not too slow, because I don't want to screw up again. And perfect. Not perfect, but better. And, of course, he zooms right past. He hit it perfectly. We just did better than we did last time. I was really hoping that he was going to screw up again, because that would give us a pretty much GG at that point. We're going to flip to the other side just to make sure we don't fall off the map. And aim our nose to the ground. Okay, that went better than I thought it would. We're still back on his tail. We're racing better than him, you can tell, because we keep catching up to him. So we're taking our corners on the inside, and he is taking them very wide. Just gotta control our brake and gas usage. Alrighty. He also took that very wide. He's taking everything very wide. Which is interesting, although he did get a lot of speed up there. Holy crap. Nice. That was kind of epic, I'm not gonna lie. It may have slowed us down, but it looked really cool, so we're gonna go with it. Alright, let's go ahead and attempt to try and catch up with this guy. We're gonna aim our nose towards the ground. This is where he caught up with us last time. So, maybe. Gotta make the comeback. We're at a bit of a disadvantage, but we're making it more interesting for the video at least. Alright, come on. We gotta go down at some point. I don't know why. I guess I pointed my nose too much forward. Yeah, that might be the GG right there. We had a terrible landing. Excuse me. Yeah, that might have been what costed us right there. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, that might have also costed us. Oh, no. No! That wasn't that bad. That was, though. I did the same exact thing I did the first time. Alright, I need to If we ever do this race again, I need to make a self-note to never turn as much as I just did in that tunnel. Because that's what ultimately screwed us over. That and that horrible landing on the first jump. Or on the last jump, rather. Alrighty. Well, it looks like we're going to take an L in the second part, but I'm also really kind of happy with our performance because we were at a disadvantage in our speeds and specs of our car. Well, we did manage to take first for most of that race, and we also did catch up to him a couple times. So I'm not really mad about that because we were at a disadvantage. There was not a whole lot we can do most of the time that he was in front of us, and we just couldn't go any faster than he was. So not too upset with that. Had I used the T20, that may have been a different story. I think the T20 actually may be faster than the Wagner. So maybe we'll use that next. But we had like no time to select our car for some reason. I'm not also really sure what this guy is doing. Very interesting style of race. I'll take second. We ended up losing, and I don't know if we ended up losing money or not from our bet, but we only bet $200. Like, you can only bet $100. Like, the lowest you can bet is $100, and I always recommend you do that if you feel like you're going to be somewhat confident in winning the race. Because if you bet $100, you're going to get everybody else's bets no matter what. And if you don't bet $100, or if you lose, then you're still only losing $100. So I'm not sure how he got $400 if I only bet. If I was the only person that bet, but whatever. Maybe he bet 200, and he got 200 for betting. Or yeah, you know what I mean. Whatever. We're gonna go ahead and take that. We're gonna do, I think, one more race. This guy is like, we're picking the longest races we could be picking here, so. Because that one was like that was a way longer race than the first one. The first one, I agree, that should have been 2 laps. That one may have only been, had that been one, that may have been better. Because that was a bit of a longer race. That was like a 10-minute race. We're gonna go ahead and do one more. Hopefully it's not as long. And we're going to go ahead and see what we got in store for us. Another stunt race. Those are really fun, though. I do enjoy doing these once every... I wouldn't do these all the time, but these are fun to visit once in a while. I can't speak. I'm sorry. I disappointed everybody that was watching this video. They're like, this dude might actually have a chance of being able to speak English somewhat well. No. I disappointed everybody. Oh, we are not doing 7 laps. And this is... They saw we have a lot to learn from nature. But once you've seen a dozen hypercars and turbocharged flight above the Raton Canyon skyline, it seems pretty clear that nature has a lot more to learn from us. Lap race for supercars. So maybe this is supposed to be a little bit higher for a higher lap, so that way it's not like 10 seconds long. I don't know. My glasses are starting to fog up, and this is not good. Because it's really hot in my room. Like, it's always at least 100 degrees in my room, or else... If my room is not 100 degrees warm, and it's not a good day. Not a good day. Alright, hopefully this guy can actually join. It might be glitch. I would really be upset if it was glitch, because that means we have to close the game. Or we have to quit out of the lobby, at least. Actually, no, he doesn't join until he launches the session. Never mind. Alright, well, I'm going to take this time to clean my glasses, because they're getting really foggy. I don't know if I mentioned this already. This is actually the second take I've done on this video because the first time I tried to record this, my Elgato software just crashed for some reason. So, yeah, that kind of put a halt in the first try. But I know I mentioned it in the first time. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in this video. But, I picked up these gunner glasses that are supposed to reduce the amount of blue light that enter your eyes when looking at screens. So, I'm hoping, so far I've been using them, like, for about an hour. And I've noticed a pretty big increase. Like, my eyes would usually hurt around an hour or 2 hours of me constantly staring at a screen. But now I'm not noticing any, like, sort of uncomforts in my eyes, so that's good. I do have quite a bit amount of supercars in my collection. You know what, I'm going to go back with Old Faithful, because that's really the reason why I bought this car, is because I wanted to use it as a supercar. Or a race car, rather. We're going to go ahead and bet 500. Started out with 1, then went to 2. We're going all the way up to 500. I think you can bet up to, like, $10,000 per race, but that is something I'm not about to do because that would be a huge waste if you lost. Everybody's honking their horns. Oh, shoot, this is not a non-contact race. Did not realize that. Well, this should make things more interesting. Whoa, that guy is lagging all over the place. The Wagner does give the Proto for a run for its money, though, in terms of speed. Because it is beating it in some scenarios, but it also does fall a little bit short in others. Like, I'm touching his back end just barely, which means that the Proto obviously is faster. And it obviously is faster if the dude screws up his jump, too. Taking the inside corners, using your brake well is two very helpful racing tips that you can apply to pretty much any sort of racing game. And it will make you almost instantly do better if you use your brake and take inside on corners. That dude took the wide outside and he kind of lost a bit of momentum and almost wrecked because of it. I feel like I've played this before. This looks very familiar. I haven't raced in a long time, though, in GTA, so I honestly have no... Oh my gosh, that guy is flying past me. How did that happen? I'm not going to even question it, but whatever. Yeah, I can't see where we're supposed to be landing. This is not good. Go ahead and turn our car a little bit. Oh, the Osiris, okay. This is a pretty interesting match because you got a whole bunch of different cars trying to give us a test for our first place victory that we're going to be presumably taking at some point, just not right now. Ooh, a little bit of a snake turn, or an S turn as some call it. Oh, that was almost really bad. Actually, it is bad. That was almost really bad. I'm not sure how that guy just flew past me like that one turn. I think if you use the walls to your advantage, you can gain a lot of momentum from, like, riding the walls like he is, which is something that I'm not about to do because I will mess up miserably if I do. And I also mess up miserably on that turn. Go ahead and... Oh no, we're just failing a whole bunch. Come on, we can catch up to him. I know we can catch up to him. I didn't even know the Osiris is actually decent for racing. I did not know that. I thought it was just kind of a looks car. I think that's the Osiris, right? Yeah, it is. Alright, well, he's just going to pass me for whatever reason. Or let me pass him, rather. I guess he wanted the, to possibly get a final draft. But I thought that this was a two-lap race. I don't know. Maybe I just actually let him win. I hear him behind me, I think. No, this is a 2-lapper. I don't know why he stopped like that. Oh, yeah, this is a 7-lap race. Oh, wow. This is going to take me a good half an hour to finish, so maybe I actually won't finish all of this in this video. I might actually, like, stop this video and pick up in the next one, like, halfway through this race. Because this is going to take me half an hour to finish. Seven laps. So, yeah, we're going to go to, like, 25 minutes. And if I'm still in first and everything's kind of looking good, I'm not even going to record the second part. But if it gets somewhat interesting, I'm probably just going to pick it up right in the next episode. So this will kind of be like a 2-part episode almost. But yeah, let's see if this guy flies past me again on this tube. Excuse me. So this should be fun. I mean, I gotta love racing. I mean, might as well just call this a NASCAR race at this point. Could just sit here for a couple hours and just watch me go around in the same circles, or in the same track. We can toggle the stunt cam. I'm not going to do that because I'm probably going to screw up. Alrighty. Go ahead and make our second drop. That guy's personal best is 3 minutes and 55 seconds. I finished almost 2 laps in that same exact time. Very interesting. I wonder if that guy's new, or like if he just started playing this game. I don't know who it was. No, everybody's a level 100 or higher, so there's no way why anybody's personal best is that low. Oh, well, he actually just left, too. That's funny. I hit the brakes a little bit too hard on that, but whatever. We'll roll with it. Alrighty, go ahead and make our way through here. This guy is catching up to us again. Or somebody is. I'm not sure if it's the same guy or not. Looks like the guy in the Wagner is. Which isn't surprising, because that guy was also giving us a run for money at our start. At the start of the race. Man, my throat is, like, super dry. like, barely speak. I've done that, like, 4 times already. I keep, like, almost going off the edge of the map. That wasn't very smooth. Actually, I don't think I've done this before. I've done something in the same part of the map. Like a stunt race in the same part, but I've never done a race like this. I've definitely never done a race 7 laps either. We're at a 3 out of 7. Oopsies, I almost ran right into the wall. I'm going to try and attempt to end the video here, guys. But I don't want to, like, take my finger off the trigger, so I'm going to wait until we get to, like, a long straight. But I'm going to end the video here, guys, or whenever I can. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to pick this up in the next episode, so you guys will be seeing the end of the race in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video where we complete this race.